Welcome to my channel, Almost Angels. I am Amber. In today's episode, I wanted to peel back the layers of people pleasing. I could compete at the Olympic level in tap dancing for gold stars when silently I'm starving just to get one for myself. So I really want to delve into the validation vortex that I can fall into when I start shrinking, shape shifting, and sugarcoating in hopes of feeling like enough. An analogy that I found helpful in explaining this concept to my homeschooled kids this morning was the idea of being a gardener who is planting seeds. Every text you send, every conversation you initiate, and vulnerability and curiosity, gifts you give, they're like seeds, right? Seeds that you are planting in a relationship. And in any relationship, you did this likely with intentionality. You water it with intention and care. And like every seed that we plant when we garden, and we have a farm, we plant all kinds of seeds. It's our hope that it will grow, and we do the best that we can. We did the best to research what that seed needed to grow even. However, there's so much that you can't control in gardening. You can't control the quality of the soil completely. You cannot control the rain and the weather, right? The cold, the sun. So I told the kids that, you can put this energy in, but at the end of the day, it might be the quality of the recipient or conditions around or the way that they interacted together that didn't give the fruit that you might have been hoping for. But it doesn't mean that the gardener was a failure. This is for me when that validation vortex can start to suck me in. And when the seed doesn't come out like I hoped, when the fruit doesn't sprout when I expected it to, how I expected to, doesn't look like I thought it would, I can start to question my worth, my value. Was my energy worth it? Am I worth it? So I was sharing with my kiddos that I'm still learning that although there's a lot that I can influence in my relationships, that the ultimate outcome is really outside of my control. And instead of focusing on that outcome, I can plant the seed, I can water it with intention, I can have the purest intentions, but how that grows, I have to wait and see. When it grows, I need to wait and see. But what I'm not waiting for is for that to determine that I'm worthy. My job ultimately is to just show up with love, with clarity, and in truth. I can adjust. I can receive feedback, right? Like if a seed doesn't grow, I'll go check the soil. I no longer want to anchor my peace in somebody else's reaction. Instead, I want to feel peaceful and fulfilled, knowing that my action was given with sincerity, that it was aligned with who I am authentically, not because of how it was received. Recently, I found myself trapped in the vortex, spiraling downward and wondering if I was making an impact, if my life mattered enough. And I had prayed a very specific prayer to get some encouragement to help just put wind in my sails that week. I have a lot to do in a week, and it's hard when I feel like I put energy out, and there's no blooms. I don't see any fruit. I woke up one morning to a text message the day after praying this from somebody that I haven't spoken to in quite a while. And the message was hearkening back to a period when we lived in the same area about 7 years ago. And she shared totally out of the blue how she had an interaction with somebody that reminded her of the way that I had held space for her in a time when she was a vulnerable young mom, and that now she was able to hold space for this person in that same way. And she just wanted to thank me for the person that I was for her 7 years ago. And at that time, I didn't feel like I was planting seeds. I didn't even feel like I was putting out energy. It almost feels like scattering seeds accidentally, just being you. It just, that presence. And it was a really beautiful thing and a really beautiful example of the timing and somehow that the fruit can come in ways we didn't expect. But if you look for it, and if you aren't so focused on exactly what you think you planted, how you think you planted it, and when you think it's going to come up, that you might notice fruit in a lot more spaces and places than you did before. So keep looking for that. Keep looking for fruit popping up in areas you didn't plant it, and things that might be just showing evidence that you're spreading your love and your goodness in ways that you didn't even anticipate. If you can relate, you ever found yourself like me, investing or putting energy and planting seeds into relationships and wondering, am I enough? Did I do enough? I have 2 fail-proof ways for you to check. The first, I encourage you to put your hand over your heart gently, listen and feel. Is there a heartbeat in there? That's check number 1. Number 2, take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Are you still breathing? That's check number 2. If you're here, if you're alive, you're enough. That's all it takes. Your existence is a gift to this planet. Your presence is a gift to those around you, not your productivity, not your performance, and not somebody's response to your efforts. You being here is evidence that you are enough. With that truth, keep planting in love, keep giving, keep spreading your beauty and your presence in this world, even if the soil isn't quite ready for all that you bring to the table. You are still enough. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Try to catch my next episode. It'll drop next Monday. And until then, I just encourage you to keep planting and having confidence in knowing that you are a beautiful gift to this world. Thanks.